Guys, check out my earrings. How pretty are they? I got them for my birthday. I love them so much. They're super sparkly when the light hits them. They're from Swarovski. I'm obsessed with my new earrings. Today's the first time I'm actually wearing them. And today's video is a ginormous, crazy, massive haul. A haul like no other. I have a bunch of fragrances on the bed here. I have a bunch of fragrances in here, and this is full. This whole thing is full to the bottom with fragrances. I think there may be 30, 40 in here, maybe more. There's a ton. So yeah, I've accumulated a lot. They're all, by the way, like, most of these I haven't opened yet. Like, I've removed the cellophane, but I'm going to be doing kind of a first impressions for most of them. Like, some of them are not blind buys, but I want to say probably like 80% of them are blind buys. And then most of those I actually have not smelled yet. So we're going to kind of be testing them out together. We're going to be digging through my haul and exploring and discovering, and I'll be giving you my first impressions on what's good, what's not good, but on a first impression basis. So I'll tell you which ones I have smelled before, because there are a few in here that I'm really familiar with. Britney, you can't squeeze in here. There's no space. You can go on the bed. Come on the bed. There you go. You have to do some critical thinking sometimes. I'm just sipping on some ginger beer today, but it's not alcohol ginger beer. It's just like what you mix in cocktails, like a Moscow Mule. I bought this whole pack at Costco, but I can't drink a whole one. I have to cut it with water because it's too flavorful, but it's so refreshing for the summer. So today's a super hot summer day. This is the perfect thirst quencher. I need it because I'm going to be doing a lot of talking. So guys, grab your drinks and your snacks because you're in for a long ride. So let's start with the very first one. This one I actually did spray on myself today, and I removed it from the box. I can't find the box. This is Chloe Nomad Absolute. I'm going to be doing a comparison video on this as well. I have worn this one a couple of times, and I have worn through a sample. So this one is not a blind buy. This one is a more foresty, kind of like less sweet, less floral vibe of the original Chloe Nomad. I really like it, but it can be quite strong. Like, I'm wearing it on my left hand right now. It's pleasant. It's very pleasant. It's got more of this like piney, foresty smell. It's quite strong on the oak moss. It's really pleasant. It's got a little bit of sweetness, but not too much. It's a really, really beautiful fragrance. I really like the Nomad line from Chloe. So the next fragrance I got from Clinique, and this was a recommendation from some viewers on like a foresty smell, because I think I had been talking about Chloe Nomad in a video, and so Clinique Wrappings was recommended to me as like an oak mossy foresty smell. So I actually have not smelled this yet, and it came with a cream. I believe this is a limited release, and I think that Clinique only releases this around the holidays. So I got this for like 30 or 35 bucks right off the Clinique website. And so here's my little wrappings, and let's give it a little snifferoonie. Okay, I definitely understand where that foresty description came from. I get that. But it's also very green, like very green and vegetal, almost like herbaceous vegetal kind of, like wet mossy smell. And like almost like fizzy, kind of like fizzy citrus. Like I believe if you told me there was ginger in here as well. Some cleanliness too, like aldehyde, like a cleanly, like soapy vibe about it too. This is first impressions, by the way, because I haven't worn this on the skin. I have no idea how it performs. I have no idea how it develops. I'm not sure I like it. I'm not sure I would wear it. It also almost reminds me of like dried up leaves in the fall, which I really like that smell. But I don't know if I would like it on myself. I will give it a try and I will check it out. It is a nice oak moss note. It actually bears a very, very tiny similarity to Nomad, but obviously because of that oak moss note. So yeah, I like this less than Nomad, to be honest. I like it less. Like, it reminds me a little bit of the Clinique Aromatics Elixir, the very like herbal smelling one. I guess that's like the Clinique vibe. I don't know. So yeah, this one I'm not in love with yet. We'll have to play with it. I'm gonna have to move along faster because we have like a ton literally to get through here, and I can't be blibbity blabbering about each one. Next we have Escada Magnetism. I got this on the Shoppers Drug Mart $20 rack. This is the discontinued, super hyped Escada fragrance. I just opened up the cellophane so that I don't have to shuffle around with it. So here we go, and let's find out what this is all about. The bottle is kind of interesting. I like it. It reminds me of something tropical. Oh, dragon fruit. It reminds me exactly the color of dragon fruit. Does it not? I like this. There's a little bit of like a green freshness, but it's also sweet and like vanilla-y. Good. I really like this. Reminds me a little bit of Manifesto, YSL Manifesto, which I love. I really like this. This is good. I would wear this. I would definitely wear this in the summer. I am happy that I got this. Yum. So Escada Magnetism is a win, and I think I would recommend it just based off my first impression. Another blind buy is Daisy Dream Twinkle. Not Daisy Dream, but Twinkle, the purple one. And what intrigued me about this was the cherry note, because I love a good cherry note in a fragrance. So I got this on FragranceNet, and let's find out what this smells like. I'll be honest, I did have a spray of this when it came in. I did, because it came unwrapped, and so I couldn't resist. I had to smell it. This is not bad. This is very similar to just Daisy Dream, the one in the blue bottle, but this has a little bit more of that tartness in the beginning. It's pleasant. You know, it's really pleasant. It's like powdery. It reminds me of powdered milk. You know the creamer that you put in milk, that you put in coffee? The coffee like whitener, that stuff kind of has that smell. And like a lotiony vibe about it. I actually really like this. I think it's a bit young. I'm gonna try wearing it, and if it doesn't vibe with me, then I'll give it to my sister. But I will say I like this a heck of a lot more than I like the original Daisy. So this one I'm gonna say is a win. Oh my god, my neighbors are out on their like choppers. So annoying and so loud. Now, at the same time that I bought Twinkle, I bought this Issey Miyake fragrance, and it's called Shade of Sunrise. I really like the original L'Eau d'Issey, so I wanted another L'Eau d'Issey and see how it compares. So here's what the bottle looks like. It looks orangey, so I imagine it'll be a little bit more citrusy and orangey, but I do not know. Okay, off the bat here, I'm almost smelling jasmine. It almost reminds me of like an alien summer flanker. Let's spray. So this does have a little bit of citrusiness, and I get a lot of like tropical florals. And you know what? I definitely get jasmine. I have a jasmine plant in this room. Like, it was gifted to me for my birthday because people know that I love jasmine. So I have my very own little jasmine plant, and my nose is not fooling me. I'm telling you guys, I smell jasmine in here because it smells just like my jasmine plant. And then probably some ylang, probably like the usuals that you find in a tropical fragrance. Definitely nice tropical florals. Very pleasant. Doesn't really smell like the original L'Eau d'Issey at all. It's not like this aquatic-y, lotusy floral. This is more summer, fresh vibes. I actually really like this. I think this is going to be great for the summer. It reminds me a little bit of an alien flanker, and that would be, I guess, because of that jasmine note. So yes, this is a win. And I think this was like 30 or 40 bucks as well. And the Daisy Twinkle, that one was, I think, also like 40 bucks. So like none of these are very expensive, hence why I was okay blind buying all of them. And plus it's fun to blind buy and sniff stuff and find out whether it's good or not. Okay, so we're 5 fragrances in. So far only 1 is a flop. All the other ones have been good. Let's move along to Cartier Baiser Volé. And this is the Lee Rose. So I'm assuming it will have lily and it will have rose. Or maybe it will just have pink lily, right? Because Lee Rose is pink lily? Let's find out. Now, this one I picked up at that Lisa's Cosmetics warehouse sale that I told you guys about in my last blind buy haul video. Check this out. It's like a Zippo. Oh my god, that's so cool. It's got that green floral vibe about it, but I'm smelling rose. There must be rose in here. I'm gonna guess there's lily and rose in here. It could be because of the name, but it smells very fresh. Like it has this green smell like the stem of a flower. Honestly, I'm not sure that I like it. It's a very watery, fresh, kind of green floral scent. I'm gonna say it's a flop for now. But that's not to say that my mind won't change, because I don't make up my mind about a fragrance until I actually wear it. So keep in mind, this is my first impression, and it's possible that I'll make a full 180. It's possible that I'll still hate it. Not that I hate it, but you know what I mean. So yeah, for now, this is a flop. Next, we have a men's fragrance, and this is Diesel Only the Brave Extreme. Why did I buy this? Well, because it was cheap, and it was on the L'Oreal warehouse sale website. So yeah, let's find out what it smells like. I don't have high hopes for this. The packaging is super tacky, is it not? Like, bam, Diesel. Come on, Diesel. Honestly, I don't associate Diesel with like the most refined brand, but I think this as well was like $40. Can't tell from here, we gotta spray it. This is sweet. Yeah, this would be good for a teenage boy. Teenage boy body wash mixed with like some sort of Axe deodorant. Sweet. I would guess there's apple in here. Kind of reminds me of YSL, but less refined, if you can call YSL refined. Along those lines. Tart, kind of appley sweet. Teenager. Not bad for a teenager. But for me, and for my man, it's a flop. This is not what I would want my 30 plus man to smell like. Just putting it out there. Teenage boys, not a problem. Older men, problem. Next, we have a long discontinued fragrance, and this is the Gwen Stefani fragrance. This is Elle or Lamb, I'm not sure. I think it's just called Elle. Again, Lisa's pop-up shop, that warehouse sale that I told you guys about in my last haul. I thought the packaging was adorable. I think this is very Gwen Stefani. I really liked the packaging. This smells very fresh and clean out of here. You know what this reminds me of? Jo Malone's English Pear and Freesia. It smells like that. A little bit like that. Maybe a little bit more soapy. It's nice. It's really nice. Definitely a springtime floral. Definitely like a clean floral. Like, I would also guess maybe there's even Lily of the Valley in here. But definitely there has to be Freesia and Pear. This smells so much like the Jo Malone fragrance. Well, at least it reminds me of it. I like this, and I would wear it, and I think it's a very good celebrity fragrance, and I'm bummed that it's discontinued, but I picked this up for 20 bucks. So if you guys can still find it, I will link it in the description if I still see it on the Lisa's pop-up shop website. I think this is an excellent celebrity fragrance, so this is a win. The next fragrance was actually sent to me by this brand called Judith Lieber for her, and this is a bazooka of a layering tool. I was playing with this for a little while. It's very interesting. It's very unusual. I have to show this to you guys. I know this isn't really technically like a blind buy or whatever, but it was a very, very unique contraption that I had never ever seen before that legitimately looks like a fragrance bazooka. It's very cool. So they have 3 fragrances in here, and I'm pretty sure they're all oil-based. They have a gourmand and a zest and a floral. And you layer them. So basically, I played with this one day, and you move the little thingies, and then whichever one that you turn on is what's gonna spray out. So here, I don't know. Let's layer all of them. You know what? Let's turn them all on. I have not done that before. I only did them one at a time. So let's explore all 3 of them at the same time together. Oh, that was just kind of splooged out of there. This literally smells like what if I would tell you it's citrusy and floral and gourmand. This is citrusy and floral and gourmand. It does smell like a blend of essential oils, and I'm almost getting like a chocolatey vibe. A little bit of a chocolatey vibe. It's pleasant. It's really pleasant, but it's actually not too heavy. It's very light. I need to play with this some more. I was intimidated by the bazooka vibe of this and how complex it is, but I think it's also very, very neat. So I'll play around with this. I really don't know how I feel about it. I haven't figured out the best layering combos because I only sprayed one time individually each one, and right now I sprayed all 3. And I will say that all 3 of them sprayed at the same time is better than any one individually that I had smelled. This actually smells quite nice. So that is Judith Lieber for her. And it comes in a box that looks like chocolate. Okay, the next fragrance is from Nest, and this is Wisteria Blue. This came in my FabFitFun box, but it didn't come in the box. Like I bought it as an add-on. I think it was $30. It was very cheap as part of the add-on, so I added it, and I just dug this out of my FabFitFun box when I was cleaning it up because there was like a whole bunch of stuff in there that I didn't need. Like the last FabFitFun box was a total flop, but this was still in the box, and I was like, hey, I haven't even opened this. I haven't even broken the seal on it, so let's open it. Because I thought, well, Nest is expensive-ish, like at Sephora, so if I can get it for 30 bucks, even if I don't like it, I could just resell it. I actually really like this. It's like a watery, fresh floral. It's not green. It's a little bit powdery almost. Very gentle, like so soft. It smells like a summer breeze. Very clean, lovely. I am, first impressions, very pleased with this. I had not smelled this one at Sephora because something about just like, I don't know, just the look of it, it didn't seem like it would be my vibe, but it really is. I actually really, really like this. It's so pretty. This one I will definitely be playing with probably tomorrow. You know what? I think this is going to be my scent of the day tomorrow. So yeah, this is a win. This is very good. The next one is from Kenzo, and this is Jeu d'Amour. I got this because I have the Amour version, and that one's like a very powdery, almost like hypnotic poison-esque one, which I liked. This one I think is supposed to be quite different. So let's find out. It's very synthetic in the opening. Okay, it's very harsh and synthetic in the opening, but I get like this like sweet white floral vibe. Something along the lines of like Voce Viva or My Way. Like along those lines. But kind of cheaper smelling. I don't know if it'll like get better as it dries down. And this smells like it wouldn't have good performance. Like it already smells kind of like watery and light. So I'm gonna say this is a flop. This one's just not very good. It's not very unique. There's a lot of fragrances that smell like it that I think will actually smell better and perform better, so I would not recommend this one. I have one more that was sent to me, and this was sent to me by Spirit of Kings, and this is a niche fragrance. So this one I did open and sniff it once, and I wasn't sure about it, so let's try it one more time. The packaging is cute. It's very regal. It comes in this like nice velvet box. And this isn't sponsored. They just sent it to me to try and see how I like it. So anyway, here it is, and let's smell it again. I wasn't blown away the first time I smelled it. The presentation is nice. Honestly, I can smell it from here from the last time that I sprayed it. And it has this very sweet, sugary rose smell that almost smells like chocolatey. Like if you can imagine like a chocolate dipped rose, like a milk chocolate dipped rose that's very sweet. Like imagine it's edible. That's what it smells like. This is very, very heavy, and this is not something that I could wear. Maybe it's similar to Mancera Rose's Vanille because that's what Fragrantica said. But I don't know. I think I'm going to have to send a sample to a friend who smelled Rose's Vanille, and so she can tell me if this smells like it or not, because I swear I smell chocolate. It's like I smell chocolate in here. Very powerful, very in your face. I feel like if you like a bold, sweet, rosy fragrance and that sound of like chocolate dipped rose appeals to you, this one would obviously be a good quality fragrance because it's niche, it's made with good ingredients, but it is not my vibe. So I am so sorry, but I have to be honest. So the Hadar from Spirit of Kings is gonna be a flop. Guys, I'm so ruthless, even when I get like free stuff. Let's move on to one that I know and love, and it is Viktor and Rolf Spice Bomb. I fucking love this fragrance. I love it. And this was, again, this is the L'Oreal warehouse sale. So you have to make an account and then they fill you in on when they have things on sale. So there was an extra 30% off, I think, on fragrances. Anyway, this ended up being like, I think like 50 bucks. So we have 3 18 mils in here. I would have got the full bottle, but they didn't have it. So here's our Spice Bomb. I will give it a quick spray. And so it came in the set with like 2 more little refills. Oh my god, I love this so much. Spicy, peppery, cinnamon, tobacco, cozy, very sexy, a little bit woody, like not super sweet, not super cloying. I also really like the Spice Bomb Extreme, but that one's a little bit sweeter. I feel like the original Spice Bomb's a little bit lighter wearing. Very sexy. I think this is one of the sexiest fragrances for men. I'm so happy that I have it now. So yeah, I love it. I could smell this every day and not get tired of it. This is probably one of the best designer fragrances for men that's like a little bit different, like a good spicy fragrance, really. Love it. Then I bought Intoxicated by Kilian. I got this on fragrancebuy.ca. I had a whole bunch of points, so I redeemed my points. I think I had like $50 worth of points, or maybe more, maybe $70 worth of points. How gorgeous is this presentation? I just love the box and the way that it sits in here. It's so beautiful. I did not blind buy this. I have smelled this fragrance before, and I was just waiting for it to become available again, for it to be restocked, and for me to have like some credit that I could apply, because like I don't like to pay full pop for things. I'm a little bit frugal in that regard, and so when I can save a couple dollars here and there, it's great. This is a very sexy, rich, unisex fragrance. This has a beautiful, strong coffee note, like strong and dry, not a sweet coffee. So like, I don't think Black Opium lovers would love this. This is like a rich, spicy coffee. It's beautiful. I love this. I think this is a perfect night out fragrance for women or men. Like, I think this is perfectly unisex. I would love to smell this on a man. This does smell like Mugler's Amen, but I don't like that one. I really don't. That one is like harsh. I think that one has patchouli, that like Mugler patchouli, and it was very sharp and it was very harsh to my nose. This one is not. This is just this beautiful, bold, spicy coffee fragrance. Like imagine you took coffee grounds and you put spices in there, like cinnamon and cardamom, like that kind of like spiciness. That's what it smells like. It's very, very good. So yeah, Kilian Intoxicated is one of my favorite coffee fragrances. I will do a favorite coffee fragrances video. I might as well. Now I have the original Armani. This is the Armani Pour Homme, the original from, I think, like the 70s. And I haven't smelled this one. I have not smelled this one. This is allegedly Freddie Mercury scent, which I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but rumor has it that apparently it is, or was. And I love Freddie Mercury, so I should love this fragrance. It's like a spicy, citrusy, masculine scent. Herbaceous and citrusy. Very interesting. Not something that I would have imagined him to wear. Very fresh, like lemony. Almost like there's sage or something, like herbs, nice fresh herbs. Very masculine and pleasant. I think this would make a great summer fragrance. I think this is pretty underrated. I wonder why I haven't heard of this. It's a very good, like, grown man fresh scent. I really like this. I also bought Musk Imperial, and this was also from the L'Oreal warehouse sale, as was the Armani fragrance. Musk Imperial I have smelled before, and this is one of my favorites from Atelier Cologne. I think this is perfectly unisex too, although a little bit more masculine leaning, but I would wear it myself. I think I would layer it with a tea fragrance. This one's a really, really nice musky scent with fig. There is a very strong fig note in here. And I like this fig note. It's juicy, it's fresh, and I love fig. Like, fig as a fruit, like as a snack, is delicious, and I love the way it smells and the way it tastes. But sometimes I don't like how it comes out in fragrances. I don't like when it's too salty, like in Womanity. I don't like that. In here, it's fruity and bright and soft and musky, and I really, really like that. It's really pretty. Well, I shouldn't say pretty. It's a very good scent. It's also like got a little bit of like an herbaceous touch to it, which makes it more masculine. I still would wear it myself, but I think this is a great, great masculine scent, and it performs really well for an Atelier Cologne fragrance because they don't tend to last very long. But this one does get a good like 6 hours. So I think it's good. And by the way, this massive 200 ml bottle, I think I paid $114 for this because they had like an extra discount on. So totally worth it, and I'm super happy with this. Next is from Way, and this is North Bondi. This one I got from Sephora, and this smells like their hair product. So I had a shampoo from them, which I really liked how it smelled, and I had a leave-in conditioner, which I really liked how it smelled. And it was the North Bondi scent. Really beautiful, like powdery, kind of not sweet powdery scent. It is very, very light though. Like, I don't know if this would perform well, but I did love how my hair smelled after the hair product. So I do hope that this performs at least as long as the hair products, because that smell was a really, really nice, beautiful, soft, powdery, very elegant scent, like a not sweet powdery scent. I don't know how to really describe it that well. I thought there was iris in here, but it turns out it's violet, which is interesting because I don't tend to like violet, but I love iris. But I like it in here. It's like a fresh, very, very clean scent that smells like an expensive hair product, which it basically is. So yeah, this one was $70, but Sephora had a little bit of a sale, or I think I had like a discount. Anyway, I paid less than retail, as I always do. I have like a complete like barrage of different fragrances in here. By the way, I have some fancy, expensive, nice niche stuff, some designer stuff, and then I have like some like bottom of the barrel stuff, which I'll get to as well. But yeah, this is like, I do not discriminate. I buy everything. So I'll show you what else we got in here. We got some KKW fragrances. I got a whole bunch of KKWs. I got a whole bunch of Britney Spears fragrances. I actually have never smelled any Britney Spears fragrances, and I went and bought all of them. So we're getting to all that soon. The next one, you guys are gonna laugh so hard. Mariah Carey's Lollipop Bling Ribbon. What in the what was I thinking? Why? Why, Yana? Why do you need Lollipop Bling Ribbon? $3? $4? That's probably why. It's not good. It's not good. Maybe it's spoiled. I don't think it's spoiled. I have to let it dry.
A few moments later.
It smells like a Sour Patch Kid. Yeah, I don't know. It smells like a sweet and sour candy, like a sweet and sour gummy. Basically a Sour Patch Kid. That's what it smells like to me. I would like to eat this as a snack. I don't think I want to smell like it. It's gonna be a flop. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna save the KKWs for last because I think they're exciting. I'm excited about them, so I'll save them for last. I'm gonna get through a couple more designer ones, and then we're gonna look at the Britney Spears, and then we're gonna get to the KKW. So the next one that I have here is from Viktor and Rolf, and this is Flower Bomb Bloom. This one is discontinued. This was also on the L'Oreal sale, and it's listed for $79, but I got it for less. I think I got it for like 60 bucks. So this one apparently has a note of mountain air. So I thought it would be a nice fresh kind of version of Flower Bomb. So let's see. This does still have the original Flower Bomb vibe. It's lighter, but it's also more synthetic and sharp. It's not as good as the original Flower Bomb or any of the other Flower Bomb flankers that I've tried. I can see why this is discontinued, and I would say this is a flop. I don't like it very much. I would wear any of the other Flower Bomb flankers over this any day. Next we have Air di Gioia. I have not tried this. I don't know what to expect, but I don't really love the Acqua di Gioia line. I like Acqua di Gio, but just the Acqua di Gioia never really spoke to me. So let's see how this one is. We got a cap malfunction. It fell off. It just fell right off in the box. This is kind of interesting, actually. This is clean, kind of like aquatic, fresh, a little bit salty. This is pleasant. I think I like this. I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear this when it's nice and hot out. I think this would be a great warm weather fragrance. It smells like an ocean breeze. It's got this little bit of saltiness in there. Very pleasant. I really like it. I'm surprised, pleasantly surprised, and I'm gonna say this is a win. Next, I got the Gucci Eau Premiere Eau de Toilette. This was also from Lisa's pop-up shop, and I think it was 50 bucks. Let's see, it's on my invoice. $59.99. So this one's discontinued, so it's a little bit harder to come by, so I was happy to pay that amount for it, and I think I will really like this one. The notes looked really nice. When I looked it up on Fragrantica, it looked like something that I would enjoy, and sometimes I like Gucci fragrances. Like, they're really hit and miss for me, but I decided to take a gamble. This has a champagne note listed, and I get that. I get this like fizziness in the beginning. It's a very, very light fragrance. It's nice. Citrusy, white floral, nice, fresh scent. Nothing really unique. Not really outstanding. Pleasant. I'll have to wear it on the skin to see how it performs. Right now, I'm not blown away. It's just okay. So I'm gonna say it's between a win and a flop. It's right there in the middle. I don't know yet. I don't know. Honestly, I think if I would have smelled this, I wouldn't have purchased it. So I guess it would be fair to say it's a flop, right? For that reason. So I guess it's a flop. But I still have to wear it to see how I like it. It's got a little bit of a shampoo-y vibe, which I don't mind. Oh my god, guys. Okay, we're down to the KKWs and the Britney Spearses. So let's look at the first Britney Spears, which is this set of 3. So it's got a little fantasy, it's got a little radiance, and it's got a little curious. Okay, I can't get the curious one out. Honestly, the only one I really need out of here is radiance, because I have big bottles of fantasy and I have a big bottle of curious. So all I really need out of here is radiance. And I'll do, you know what I'll do? Just for the fun, I'll do a Britney Spears full collection video, because why not? Why not? Might as well. I know that they're like a little bit passé, but let's revisit them. They're all new to me anyway. This one's very fruity. Fruity and light. It's got a certain something like, I don't know, it reminds me a little bit of Daisy. I don't know, it's got that green note in the beginning that reminds me a little bit of Daisy by Marc Jacobs. I don't really like it. I'm gonna say Radiance is a flop. Based on first impression. But obviously I'll wear them, I'll experiment with them, and then I'll figure it out. I did get all the other ones without a box, so we got Fantasy. Fantasy smells very familiar. I must have smelt it and like didn't know that I smelt it. This is very like teenager. Like this smells like early high school. Like this smells like grade 9. Yeah. It's all right. I don't hate it, but I would not wear it. It's very sweet. It's very sweet. Okay, I'm gonna rip this paper because I'm running low. So I'm gonna save the part that's still dry. So Fantasy, you know what? I'm not gonna say flop or not on these ones because I don't know. I'll save that for the Britney Spears video. Honestly, I'm sure I'm gonna be a little underwhelmed with most of them. So yeah. The next one is Midnight Fantasy. Let's smell this one. Oh, this one I like. It's sweet, but I feel like I could wear this. It's got like little tart berry vibe, shampoo-y. I like this better than the original Fantasy. Why? Why do I like this better? I like berries. Maybe that's why. It's less sweet and like cupcakey. It's more shampoo-y. That actually reminds me a tiny bit of Versace Dylan Blue. Just a touch. Okay, we have Hidden Fantasy. This one, I hope it's not spoiled because that opening note is like yucky. I'm gonna leave it for a moment. I think it needs to just air out. Something about it is just, I think it needs a minute. Because I'm getting citrusy, but I'm also getting something pungent and not pleasant. I think it needs a minute.
12 seconds later.
Okay, I've given it a minute. It's a kind of spicy citrus smell. It's interesting. I think it's the most mature of the Fantasies. It's not bad. It's not bad. I might wear this. Spicy orange smell. Kind of like a spicy orange smell. Also sweet, still has a lot of sweetness. So it's not like a dark spicy. It's more like a, I don't know, like a sweet spiced orange tea or something. Something like that. It's not bad. I'm gonna say it's the most mature of all of them, but of the fantasies that I have here, the Midnight Fantasy is my favorite upon first impression. We have Curious. Let's smell Curious. Oh, this is very gentle. A little bit sweet, like clean, powdery, fresh, very fresh. This is a nice girl scent. I feel like this is a nice, like early high school girl scent. It's pleasant, it's really pleasant. I like this one. I actually really like this one. Will I wear it myself? I'm not sure. I'll see if my sister wants it. It's a really nice scent though. I have nothing negative to say about it. I think it's really, really pretty. Kind of a good celebrity fragrance. So yeah, I think this one's good. And we have Believe, and this one came without a box. I think it was $19. I got the big bottle. I definitely get a patchouli smell with this. Like I definitely get kind of a dirty patchouli smell. It's earthy. And then some tropical fruit smell. And like some citrusy vibes. I mean, this could be like a Mugler creation with that dirty patchouli. It's very interesting and unique. I don't know if I would wear it, and I don't know if... I'll try it. I'll try it. It's very different. I will say it's a very different celebrity fragrance. I would not expect this from Britney Spears. I don't know. I'm on the fence with this one. We'll have to play with it. And actually, I have one more Britney Spears fragrance in here, and it is Private Show. And Private Show is the only one that I've smelled because a friend of mine had it, and so I smelled it on her, and I thought it was really nice. So I went ahead and got a little guy. This is a really pretty, like coffee, milky celebrity fragrance. It's sweet. I will say, out of sweet coffee fragrances, I prefer this over Black Opium. I don't know what it is about Black Opium, but I find it very annoying. I know that you guys that know me, I like talk doo-doo about Black Opium every chance I get, and I should probably stop that. But I do prefer this. This is more of a noticeable coffee note. It's more of a true coffee note. It's a lot, like, it's very smooth, milky, pleasant, sexy, and very, very good. So, like, very impressive celebrity fragrance. This one is a win, but I already had smelled this one before, so I already knew that. So, yay to Private Show, and I would definitely wear this one. I actually really, really like it. It's very good. And we're finally at our KKW fragrances. So I'm actually the most excited about these. I am super, super interested in trying out the KKWs. I got the Diamond. So this is the Kim Diamond. Let's try it. This is not what I was expecting. This is a very pungent, like, tropical white floral. Like, bam, in your face. This reminds me of a Michael Kors fragrance that I have. It's the Michael Kors Suede, and it has Champaca. It's a very heady, very, very heady floral. I feel like this would have it too. Maybe it has jasmine, all those like really bold, like almost like pungent smelling florals. This smells like that. Very like tropical, dense, humid smelling. It smells very intense. I would wear this, but I feel like I could get tired of it very easily. This was not what I was expecting. This is not like a typical light kind of like friendly, fruity, floral celebrity fragrance. This is actually very different. I would say this is pretty good quality, and I'm gonna say it's a pass. It's a little bit of a shocker. It's not what I was expecting. It's bold. It's actually like very bold. Okay, our next KKWs are the hearts, the metallic hearts, and these ones I had to have because they look so cute. I love the little metallic hearts, and they would look adorable on like my little nightstand or on my dresser. Honestly, a lot of it was the aesthetic factor. I'll be honest. Because the scent profiles that I read didn't really appeal to me too much, except for the silver one. So I'm excited to try the silver one. This one's supposed to be the like fresh ozonic clean scent. I think it's supposed to have a metallic accord. I don't really pick up the metallic accord. It is a very clean, fresh, kind of like airy fragrance. I get the like ozonic note in it. I totally get that. Light, underwhelming, but pleasant. I think this would actually almost like work really well as like a linen spray. Like a linen spray or a room spray. Really, really nice. Like it would leave your room smelling really pleasant, but that's an expensive room spray, honestly. So I don't think I would use it for that. I would probably wear it a little bit in the summer and see how it wears. It's a pleasant scent, so that's our little silver heart. Next we'll go for the rose gold heart. This one's like a little bit of like a peppery rose scent. It's pleasant. It's nice. I'm not totally sure what to make of it. It almost kind of like smells also like vacation-y to me, which is weird combined with the peppery and the rosiness. I wonder why it smells that way. But it's nice. No, I like it. I like it. I'm not blown away. So far by the metallic hearts, I'm not really blown away. They're all right. They're just okay. Like maybe I'll give them 6 out of 10. And our last one is the gold heart. So the gold heart, I think, is supposed to have a suntan lotion vibe about it. Yeah, this really does smell like just like sunblock. A little bit coconutty. It has this like dusty synthetic coconut note that I don't like. The Body Shop has a coconut body spray that has a very similar coconut note. This like, it smells dusty. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. It's not bad, but it really just smells like sunblock. So I guess my favorite of the hearts is the silver one. But again, I'll play with them, I'll wear them, and I'll do a full review on all the KKWs that I have. So then our last bunch of KKWs are the Jeff Leatham collection. I was obsessed with the packaging of these because they look like tiny little vases. So we'll start with Jasmine Air. And it's this like adorable tiny little vase. It's made of ceramic and it's so cute. It looks so zen. Look at that. How pretty is this? Especially with the light coming through my window. That's just beautiful. And it's got a little hole there, so you can actually put one bloom in here. Don't break. The reason why I was so intrigued by the Jeff Leatham collection was because my friend Alithia Marie, she did a review on them, and she made them sound so good. So I was like, oh my god, I need to try these new KKW Jeff Leatham collabs. So yeah, let's try Jasmine Air. This one sounds like it would be right up my alley just by the name. I love Jasmine. I love Air. It's very fresh. This is like, it's got something unique in it, but it's a very beautiful kind of like everyday fresh fragrance. I would totally wear this. A little bit of sweetness. Musky, definitely a little bit musky. Beautiful, really beautiful. A little bit of a citrusy opening for sure. But I smell all these beautiful little floral notes in there. Oh my god, I think I will actually wear this one. I think I will actually, of all the, well, so far the KKWs that I've tried, this one's definitely my favorite. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Yeah, this one's definitely a win. Now we have Desert Rose. This one's a little pink vase. Oh my goodness, the cutest. Now this one smells white floral, so I don't know. Is my nose just messing with me? It's called Desert Rose. It's called Desert Rose, but I'm not smelling rose. I'm smelling more like tuberose. It's interesting. It's more like, definitely strong white floral. I don't know, man. It smells like white florals. Very, like, kind of heady. Not as heady as the diamond. A little heady. I may wear this. It's got a little bit of a tropical vibe. I may wear this, but I find that sometimes white florals can be just a little bit too pungent if they're not executed like in a balanced fashion. And this one I feel like could be overwhelming. So it is still very beautiful. Tuberose, very nice, but I like the Jasmine Air better. And our last one is Night Iris. So Night Iris, I guess, is the evening fragrance, and it comes in this like very dark gray vase. I love this little zen look that they have. I'm just obsessed with all of them. I want to put them all on a little shelf and just like look at them. This one definitely has a strong patchouli note. It's a little peppery, but it's got some sweetness in there. You know what? It kind of reminds me of like Flower Bomb. For sure Flower Bomb. And like Tom Ford's like maybe Velvet Orchid or Black Orchid. Like it's got this darkness to it. It's very interesting, very unique. I'm going to have to try it. It smells like it would be an evening scent. Very pretty. Honestly, the Jeff Leatham collection definitely is the best of the KKWs, I would say. And that basically is like my whole massive, insane, hardcore haul. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment down below and let me know what you've been hauling. Let me know some wins and some loses that you've had. And as always, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you guys haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you guys always stay in touch and know when I release a new video. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.